Make sure you have all of the components shown here. Lightly lubricate seal O-rings with supplied lubricant or soapy water. Install the O-ring on the impeller side of the seal half. Install the seal half with the O-ring on the impeller, making sure the notch in the back of the seal half is aligned with the pin behind the impeller. Install the wave spring onto the pusher. This is a loose fit item. Insert both the spring and the pusher into the retainer cup. Spring side first. Attach the assembled spring and pusher and retainer cup onto the backplate and secure with 4 screws. Orient the backplate assembly from step 3 with seal side up and screws facing table. Install the drain tube, or Teflon tube, into the remaining half of the seal, inserting the larger end of the Teflon drain tube into the notched side of the seal. Install the lubricated O-ring into the center of the backplate bore. O-ring just lays on the surface. Prepare to install the remaining seal half into the backplate by visually aligning the notches on the seal half with the 2 tabs located on the pusher. Then install the remaining seal half with the drain tube into the center of the backplate with Teflon tube side first by pushing straight into the center of the backplate. Check the assembly. Fully assembled seal and backplate should look like this, with the seal able to float or compress slightly up and down. Set the backplate assembly aside. Attach motor adapter to the motor with 4 bolts. Make sure the openings in the web face are facing vertical, top and bottom. Then tighten 4 bolts. Install collar assembly onto the motor adapter until the flange of the backplate is flush with the motor adapter. Install the impeller and seal half assembly by inserting the shaft end first through the hole in the center of the backplate until it inserts into the shaft collar. Continue to push the impeller toward the backplate until the gap between the backplate and the back of the impeller is 1/64 of an inch. Then tighten the shaft collar screw to secure the shaft and impeller in place. Turn the impeller by hand to make sure it turns freely and does not make contact with the backplate. Install the pump casing into the backplate and secure by placing the pump head clamp around the casing and backplate and adapter flange and tighten the wing nut. Rotate the impeller by hand and check for any interference. Finally, install the shaft guard. Double check and make sure everything looks good. Finally, install the shaft guard. And now you have completed your pump assembly.